how do you control the mind? That's something I think that most of us struggle with. We're trying to control our minds through various methods, be it meditation, exercise, whatever, you know. Perhaps you read a book about some monks, you know. But I think we're in the wrong end of this. You see what I'm getting at? We don't recognize that in order for us to control our minds, we need to liberate ourselves. See it from this perspective. Have you ever told someone, you know, I want you to do this, and they did the exact opposite? Like, you see where the problem lies, and it lies in not us being disciplined enough. It's that we're not friends with our minds. We need to become our best friend. That's why I suggest that you spend a lot of your time alone, for example. That's the first step of actually starting to control your mind. Spend a weekend by yourself in the woods, wherever, in a hotel room. Just get away. You know? I don't suggest that you do the same as. I don't suggest that you do the same thing I do. You know, isolating myself from friends and family for extended periods of time. Most people can't handle it because they don't have a spiritual discipline. If you're going to isolate yourself for a long time, I suggest first that you get your spiritual discipline in order before you do that, because that will otherwise cause some depression, problems for yourself, etc. All those fancy words. So spend some time alone, right? And second, I think, instead of trying to control our minds and liberating ourselves, if you're going to go with that track, meditation is a great tool. So how do we begin to meditate? Many of us barely even have time for meditation, 5 minutes. A good friend of mine said this to me: if you do not have 5 minutes to meditate, you probably need 1 hour of meditation every single day. That was spot on. Because people who say they don't have time, they're not good at managing their energy. They're not good at managing their time as well. People who say that they don't have time, they embark on this weird notion that in order for me to feel a sense of fulfillment and worthiness, I have to do 1 million things. We can quickly realize that many of the things we do on a daily basis are unnecessary. That's why I suggest, for example, learn how to program. That's what I do. And I know in 5 years' time, I'm going to automate most of the things in my life through my technical skills. That's why I learned to, for example, program in HTML, CSS, and Python, whatever it may be, because I want to be efficient in my life. So we can cut out most of the things we do. Get a time tracker on your phone. How many hours are you spending on social media? You say that you don't have time for 5 minutes of meditation. But really, if you're gonna track your time, you're probably gonna see that you spend like 3-4 hours per day on social media. 3-4-5 hours per day that you could spend on, I don't know, exercising, learning a new skill, journaling, whatever. So stop constantly focusing on time, focusing on managing your energy, your focus. Because if you want to liberate your mind, you need to also learn to train your mind in focus. If you're constantly distracted, if you're constantly reacting to the world, you're gonna become dramatic. You're gonna become an emotional wreckage. Every little thing that happens to you, you're gonna break down and cry. That's exactly what's gonna happen if you don't take this seriously. You're gonna become an emotional child. Do you want to be a child your whole life? I know plenty of people who claim to be adults, but their emotional life is that of a little child. Myself included once. I had emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old until I learned how to focus and spend time alone. And doing those things at the same time can be of greater benefit. Number 3, exercise. Everybody says this. But when you exercise, first of all, you release dopamine. You need that dopamine in order to focus. And when you're exercising, you're also shutting down the world. For me, exercising can be just as relevant as meditation, can be in some way the same as meditation. Because I'm freeing myself of, distractions, whatever it may be. Constantly have to putting up with the world. When I'm exercising, I'm focusing on lifting those weights, doing that cardio, seeing that time tracker on the spinning wheel, the cycling machine. That's what I focus on, right? I think number 4 is you need to spend time on self-development in such a way that is healthy. Many of us can become addicted to self-development, and instead of focusing on self-development, we focus on the idea of self-development, and it can become quite ironic. For example, what's in your YouTube feed? Is it prank videos? People talking about hookups? Is it videos about people reacting? Is it people that, a very, popular reality show here in Sweden is Paradise Hotel. If all your YouTube feed is containing, Paradise Hotel, for example, that tells a lot about your mind. It does. What's in your Instagram feed? I have 2 separate Instagram. One for self-development and one for, casual things. I try to spend most of my time, if I'm going to be passive and if I'm going to use passive stimulation, say for example social media, right? I need to use it in a way that is beneficial, but also entertaining. Nothing wrong with entertainment. If you want to watch Paradise Hotel, go for it. If you want to see people fucking TV show having sex, why don't you just watch porn, bro? Like the same thing. But we know that reality shows contain a lot of drama, doesn't contain a lot of intellectual stimulation. You become a reflection of that. You're literally becoming that which you see. So if you're an emotional wreckage, go to your YouTube feed, go to your Instagram. If you're wondering, why am I feeling this way? Go to your social media. What is popping up? Is it pictures of people's asses all the time? Is it picture of people complaining about whatever? Is it people complaining about other people? Are you following those types of persons, people, YouTubers, influencers? Or are you following an influencer that is talking about how you can become a better human being, how to maintain a discipline, how to create new habits, how to develop yourself, your skill sets? I follow YouTubers that are in my niche of, programming, fitness, self-development, habits, spirituality, because I know that if I'm going to focus on these areas of my life, I also have to listen to other people who are already there, right? That's one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel, because what I learned, now I want to share my perspective on it. If you want to better yourself, you cannot be listening to people who drag you down. I don't know if any of my friends gonna watch this video, but that is why I don't hang out with people nowadays. Barely. Of course, I hang out with my family, you know. Casually, you know, meeting a girl once in a while, you know. But, you know, not going out every weekend. If I fancy a girl, I will meet her up, you know. I'm still young, of course. I have certain desires, of course. I still need to meet people, but I recognize that if I'm going to become the version of myself that I so much desire, I cannot go out every single weekend. I need to perhaps spend months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, barely, you know, hanging out with anyone, focusing on developing my own skill sets, discovering myself, journaling, reflection, see where I need to go in my life. You know, this YouTube thing is a very big, important part of this, because for me it's reflecting. And when I reflect, I can also recognize in the areas of my life which I need to improve. And I cannot reflect if the people I'm listening to are stupid. No, literally stupid. Am I saying people are stupid? Yes. Some people are stupid because they don't engage in ideas. They literally don't engage in anything in their life. If you ask them, what's your goals in life? Oh, I don't know. Okay. And when you try to have a conversation with them, it's all about other people. If your friends around you never talk about ideas, get the hell away from them. If the majority of your conversations are about other people, not in a way that, okay, this person is a very successful entrepreneur, and you discuss his or her methods of creating wealth and success. That's great. I love to talk about successful people because I love to talk about their habits. You know, sometimes when I discuss with my friends, oh yeah, this YouTuber Andrew Kirby has a really good video on habits. I would like you to watch it, and you discuss his take on it, his methods, what he discovered. That's great. That's great, because that knowledge I can actually apply to my life. But Kim Kardashian's ass, I can't do much with it. The people having sex on Paradise Hotel, okay, I guess some people find that entertaining, but you know, I can't apply what I'm seeing to my own life. Entertainment is good. Bro, I have a separate channel for dank memes. I do. I have this channel where I watch dank memes. I love to watch dank memes, you know, during my lunch breaks or whatever. I recognize I need some entertainment in my life. But I'm not only watching that. You need to, if you don't wanna, you know, quit social media, then create new channels. One for entertainment and one for growth. I have that. I have a channel solely dedicated to pure development of myself, my growth. And another channel dedicated to stupidity, mindless consumption of comedy. And that's working fine for me. And try to apply it to yourself. So, need to wrap this up, I guess. But to conclude, I guess, if I'm gonna remember this correctly, you need to train your mind to focus, you need to be alone. You also need to watch what you consume on a daily basis, and you need to exercise. Those are the four key principles that have helped me find happiness, fulfillment, and focus and liberation of my own mind. So yeah, thanks for watching, stay great.